Welcome back, Generals, to War of Dots. Look at that front line. It's chaotic, it's fast, and for most players, it's where they lose the war before it even begins. While the blue team is bleeding dry, struggling to replenish their ranks, my treasury is growing. My army is stabilizing. Why? Because I'm not playing a war game, I'm playing an economic simulator. Today, I'm showing you a secret that guarantees you'll never run out of dots again. Welcome back, Generals, to Mr. Bunal Gaming War of Dots. I've been seeing a lot of questions and a lot of chatter about this game. It has been really taking off. Congratulations to the devs on this. This game has struck a nerve.
And there was much rejoicing.
And it's really based in simplicity, if you ask me. We've already talked about this before, but it's so simple. It's dots, it's on a map, it looks like MS Paint. There's not a whole lot of depth here, but it is addictive gameplay. It's fast-paced. It's a lot of fun.
Well, that's just like your opinion, man.
One of the things I've been seeing, and I also struggle with personally, was the economy and just kind of understanding the game a little bit more than just pointing and clicking. I've got a lot of comments on that, and that's what today we're going to talk about, is how to make the economy work for you in War of Dots.
It's the economy, stupid.
The biggest mistake you can make is keeping every unit on the front. If they aren't fighting, they are draining your wallet. Here's step one, the Great Recall. Before I started recording, we had a couple units in reserve. I've already moved the 3 you can see here to cities, and that is really your first step when opening a game. Remove some units from the line, or if you have reserves, use those, put them back to your cities. When your reserves aren't actively pushing, you gotta occupy your cities, guys. This does 2 things. 1, an occupied city is a productive city, it's generating income. Number 2, it slashes the upkeep cost of that unit to nearly 0. So not only are you making money, you're saving money too.
Baby, you got a stew going.
We're going to pull our reserves back until the funds are overflowing. I call this my economic slingshot, right? We're going to pull the units back, we're going to occupy cities, we're going to move our slider down to minimum, and we're going to watch our funds grow.
More money, more money, more money.
Now, this next piece of advice is definitely based on your personal strategy and also based on the map that you're given. It all depends on what you're doing, but I would recommend at least 75% of your cities be occupied at one time. This helps keep, again, your economic engine going, and it also allows for some of your cities to birth new units. You can see here that we just had a new unit appear in our city. That is a new heavy unit, and now it is going to grow. Another note here is to leave the units in the cities, because when they first spawn, they are low morale and low organization, low unity. After a while, they're going to grow and show green, and that's when you can start moving them off of the cities. While they're sitting there, they're going to heal and they're going to print money. This creates a massive bankroll that allows me to flood the map the second I see weakness in the enemy line. You've taken your reserves, you've occupied your cities, you've moved your slider to minimum, and now you're watching your funds grow. But what are you going to be buying with all that cash? You might be tempted to go heavy units. They're big, they're scary, they cost 400. But I think the sweet spot is about 80% of your budget on light units at 200 a pop. Why? Because in War of Dots, outmaneuvering is king. You can't outmaneuver a flood. 2 light units can hold more ground and react faster than 1 heavy unit ever could. Now, that's not to say that heavy units are not useful. A quick tip for you tank commanders: know your ground. If you're using the tanks, the heavy units, the dots with the circle inside, you must stick to the plains or the hills. You get double damage there, but the moment you drive those treads into a forest, your damage is cut in half. You're essentially paying 400 for a unit that fights like a 100 cost scout. Don't be that guy.
You right to jail.
Well, now, generals, that does it for us here on War of Dots, the ultimate guide to the economy and how to really take your War of Dots game from amateur to pro. What we covered today was how to move your reserves to the cities, to build up your funding, and then use that money to build an overwhelming force. Once you've occupied the cities, the units will start to spawn, and once all your cities are occupied with green units, remove them, your funds will be depleted, and new units will be built. Make sure that you're keeping units in your cities so that they don't spend money and they help make money. And once you see that spot you can exploit, select them all and start moving them in. This, again, is how you move from being a beginner in War and Dots to an expert. Have 80% of your new units be light troops. They can outmaneuver, flank, and encircle the enemy. That is one of the best ways and best strategies to win. Now, again, I've been Mr. Bunal. I am a new channel. I'm trying to grow. If you found any of this informative, if you like this video, please consider subscribing to my channel. I'm a new channel. I'm trying to grow, and every little bit helps. We have lots of live streams. We have lots of community engagement. Please come and join me here at Mr. Bunal Gaming. What do you think about this strategy? Is this what you do when you're playing War of Dots? Do you do anything different? Did I make any mistakes? What could I have done better? Let me know in the comments. What is your strategy? How do you keep your War of Dots economy going? Well, generals, again, I really appreciate your time here. Please consider subscribing and liking this video. And until further notice, I will see you on the battlefield.